Hello, my name is Moxie and this is Mixing Desk, where I bring you the most up-to-date and relevant news from the world of electronic music, or electronic focused music, with a bit of pop thrown in. You'll see what it is. On tonight's show, I have Nina Kraviz Backlash, Russian trolls are attacking your favourite artists, and Ed Sheeran and Seaborn announce their new baby. But first, we have a very, very dark story coming from South Africa. I just want to say, if you're watching this is a trigger warning. It contains some very dark matters. So just a word of warning to everyone that's watching. You know, I'm going to keep it light on the lighter side of things, but Antwoord's adopted son has accused them of abuse. They are being investigated for physical and sexual abuse and slavery by social services in South Africa. Their now 20-year-old adopted son, Gabriel Dupreez, who they adopted when he was just 9 years old, has accused the duo of, quote, adopting me to be a slave. They made me feel like I was actually a slave. They made me feel like I wasn't really being loved. He also said, they made me believe I was the devil. They made me swear more and believe that I could burn people in hell and that I am the king of hell. They told me that I could bring darkness upon the world. There is also a lot darker stuff that is mentioned in a Mixmag article. I'm sure other articles online. I'll put the link to that Mixmag article below. I'm not going to mention them on here. It's very dark, very graphic and very explicit, and I wouldn't want to unduly present that to people without warning. I have given you warning, but this gets very dark. It's fucking disgusting. To be quite frank, it's absolutely horrific. If what's being said is true, and there is no reason to believe it's not, these kinds of things, they always tend to be very unlikely to be untrue. So I believe that in this case it probably is true, but I do also believe heavily in the rule of law and things like that, and innocent until proven guilty. Otherwise, you're just asking for trouble there. But if it is true, that's absolutely fucking disgusting, some of the things that has been mentioned about this poor guy. Also, his sister is mentioned. She now lives with another family. She's 14 years old still. She now lives with another family, but still is legally under Antwoord's custody. It is very concerning that these things have happened to two young children, essentially. It's horrific news, and if it is true, I hope they get what's coming to them, because it's heavy, man. Heavy stuff. Like I said, I'll put the link to the article in the description below. You can read it for yourself. I'm not gonna say everything that's happened on this, because it's disgusting. Next up, Nina Kraviz Backlash. Nina Kraviz has responded to backlash about her lack of stance on the Russian-Ukraine conflict. Taking to Instagram, she wrote, "As a person, musician and artist, I'm deeply moved by what is happening in the world. It's appalling that my country's relations with Ukraine have become. I'm against all forms of violence. I'm praying for peace. It pains me to see innocent people die. I am a musician and was never involved in supporting the politicians or political parties. I am not planning to do it in the future. I don't understand politics or the social processes it creates, so I don't think it's right to talk about it on social media." This came shortly after her distributor, Clone Records, announced publicly on May the 16th that they had dropped Kraviz, citing her silence over Russia. This was later published in an article in Time magazine, which was very critical of Kraviz's personality and claimed it has divided the electronic music scene. Now, one thing I want to fucking say, for starters, Time magazine, and I'm fucking talking to you, Time magazine, is that coming from the fucking publication that supported not only fucking Donald Trump, but Adolf fucking Hitler, commenting on someone like Nina's personality in a negative light is very fucking rich. Coming from you guys. Let's just get that out there for starters. But also, she does have a right to not talk about politics if she wants to. She's a musician, not a politician. If she wants to do that, then that's absolutely fine by me. I understand why some people might want to drag her into politics where she might not want to get involved, especially considering that she is Russian and it is expected that she does speak out against Russia. But you have to remember, the Russian regime is incredibly dangerous, especially right now when they're looking for any reason to silence anybody. I mean, we can't forget that they poisoned people in other countries as recently as within the past 5 years. So it's absurd to think that she should have to comment about these issues. Anything could happen to her, especially if she's on the pro-Ukraine side of things. So I think it's absurd to just expect her to do these kinds of things. She's Russian. I presume she lives in Russia. I haven't looked up her country of residency, but also she might have family that she might be alienating if she comments on these issues in a particular way. She doesn't want to rub people up the wrong way, and she's not a politician. Just get that through your fucking heads. She's not a politician. As for divide in electronic music, I have not seen any fucking divide in electronic music as far as Kraviz is concerned. Maybe there might be a few people here or there, but over electronic music as a whole, no fucking chance. What the fuck is wrong with you? Time magazine. Fucking hell, I can't with this fucking thing. It's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. This negative light that she's being dragged into. Yeah, she has done things that I personally wouldn't agree with in the past, like when she went to play in Saudi Arabia, for instance, and their record on human rights. Her playing there at their festival is, yeah, not the best fucking thing. But this has a different gravity towards it that I can understand absolutely and can absolutely empathise with. So anyone who has any hate towards Nina for this particular situation can just go fuck themselves. I don't care who you are. Next up, Russian trolls have been attacking your favourite artists on social media. Tiesto, Daft Punk and David Guetta have been targeted by a disinformation campaign propagated by a Russian troll farm. According to The Guardian, based on research conducted by the UK government, the Troll Factory is allegedly linked to the founder of the Internet Research Agency, the organisation that has been suspected of interfering in the US 2016 election. It's believed these artists' social media accounts, along with others, have been targeted in the same vein as high-profile political figures to spread disinformation about the Russian war with Ukraine. The same research shows that TikTokers are being paid to propagate pro-Kremlin propaganda. First thing I want to say about this, if you're a TikToker taking propaganda money from a foreign government to spout shit, fuck you, straight away, fuck you. It's just so wrong attacking artists for this. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever, but then I suppose they base it on data, or they just go for a fucking carpet bombing effect where they target every head figure and just hope that it latches on in different places. My guess is that it will be based on some sort of data and research which shows that these are the best places to get people to believe in their nonsense. So what my message would be to you guys, if you're watching and you support any of these artists, my message to you guys would be to be hypercritical about any information you see on these artists' social media accounts regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. So yeah, be careful about that, guys. And I have a particular disdain for anyone who's ignorant enough to just sort of believe what they see on these social media sites. If they just see some fucking random bot comments about Russia, Ukraine. I don't like the term bots. I feel it's disingenuous. I do feel like these are typically genuine, actual, real people behind a screen. I think people's perception of AI is far more advanced than AI actually is. I mean, it's advanced, but I think it's far less advanced than some people would believe. They can't hold full complex conversations like that. They can hold complex conversations, but not in the way that they're interacting with particular people on social media. I think it's like legitimate people, and probably some bots thrown in there. If you're a TikToker taking dirty Kremlin money, you can go fuck yourself, you scum. It's disgusting what you're doing. Fucking hell, what a depressing news week, eh? What a depressing news week. Last but not least, we have some good news. Ed Sheeran and Cherry Seaborn announced the birth of their new baby daughter. It's their second daughter after Lyra Antarctica was announced in September of 2020, so she's now 21 months old. So their new daughter was announced on Instagram in a very similar way. They posted a picture of a blanket with her socks on, and yeah, it's finally some good news to hear it. After all that shit I just put you through, guys, I apologise. I don't mean to be so depressing, but hey, if you have any comments, please leave them below and let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching today, guys. This has been Mixing Desk, and I shall see you next week for some more electronic music focused news.